Hey there! Welcome to today's episode. Enjoyed this episode so far? Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends who are also looking to improve their English. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new tip to level up your language skills. Let us know in the comments what conversation topics you'd love to learn next. Let's continue this exciting learning journey together. Think about the last time you made a new friend or had a great conversation. How did it start? Maybe it was over a shared interest, a simple compliment, or even a random question. Conversations aren't just words. They're the building blocks of connection, and they can open up incredible opportunities. Here's the thing. Starting a conversation isn't just about talking. It's about showing interest, creating a moment, and opening the door to something meaningful. For example, a casual hi at a cafe might lead to discovering a new favorite book or even meeting a lifelong friend. And it's not just about personal connections. Conversations can also build your confidence in English. Every hello is like a little victory. It's a step toward fluency, one sentence at a time. So, why does starting a conversation matter? Because it's the spark that lights the fire of connection, opportunity, and growth. And the best part? You don't need perfect grammar or a fancy vocabulary to do it. You just need the courage to begin. Let's start with the basics. The greeting. It's like the key that unlocks the door to any conversation. But here's the catch. How you say hello sets the tone for everything that follows. Imagine walking into a room. You see someone smiling at you saying, "Hi, how are you?" with a friendly voice. You'd probably feel comfortable, right? Now picture someone mumbling, "Hello," while looking at their phone. Totally different vibe, isn't it? So, what makes a greeting perfect? It's all about being warm, clear, and confident. Here are a few easy examples to try based on different situations. Formal settings. "Good morning, it's nice to meet you." "Hello, how are you today?" Casual settings. "Hey, how's it going?" "Hi there, what's up?" Here's a pro tip. Match your tone to the situation. If you're meeting someone at work, go for a formal tone. But if you're at a party, keep it relaxed and fun. And don't forget to smile. It's the universal way to say, "I'm friendly." Now, let's make this interactive. I'll say a greeting and you repeat after me. Ready? Let's start with a simple one. "Hi, how are you?" Great! Now try. "Hey, how's it going?" See? It's easy, right? The more you practice, the more natural it feels. And remember, your energy matters. Even if your words are simple, a friendly tone and body language can make your greeting unforgettable. All right, you've nailed your greeting. Now, what's next? This is where the magic happens. Asking open-ended questions. Trust me, this is your secret weapon for turning small talk into real connections. Think about this. Imagine someone asks you, "Do you like music?" What would you say? Probably just yes or no, right? The conversation ends there. But if they ask, "What kind of music do you like?" you suddenly have so much more to say. That's the power of an open-ended question. It invites the other person to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories. Here are some go-to open-ended questions that work in almost any situation. What brings you here today? How do you usually spend your weekends? What's your favorite thing about this place? Let's practice. I'll ask a question, and you think about how you'd answer. Ready? Here's one. What do you usually do for fun? Great! See how this question opens up the conversation? Instead of a quick yes or no, you're giving the other person a chance to share more about themselves. Here's another tip. Tailor your questions to the moment. For example, if you're at a cafe, you could ask, "What's your go-to drink here?" Or, if you're at an event, try, "How did you hear about this?" Simple, natural, and super effective. And don't forget to listen. When they respond, show interest. Use follow-up phrases like, "That's so interesting, tell me more." Or, "Wow, I've always wanted to try that." It's all about creating a flow so the conversation feels easy and fun. Remember, open-ended questions aren't just about keeping the conversation alive, they're about discovering something new and connecting on a deeper level. So, go ahead, ask away. Did you know that most of what we say doesn't even come from words? That's right, your body language speaks louder than anything you can say. It's the silent superstar of any conversation. Picture this. You're meeting someone new and they're slouching, avoiding eye contact, and crossing their arms. How would you feel? Probably not very welcomed, right? Now imagine they're standing tall, smiling, and looking right at you. Instantly, you'd feel more comfortable. That's the magic of friendly body language. Here's how to get it right. Start with a genuine smile. A smile says, "I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to meet you." Next, make eye contact. Not a staring contest, just enough to show that you're engaged. And don't forget your posture. Stand or sit up straight, with your arms relaxed and open. This signals confidence and approachability. Here's a fun tip. Mirror the other person's energy. If they're relaxed and casual, you can be too. If they're a bit more formal, match that vibe. It's like dancing. Following their rhythm helps build connection. So, as you start your next conversation, let your body language do some of the work. Smile, stand tall, and let your energy say, "I'm excited to talk to you." Trust me, it makes all the difference. Now that you've started the conversation and asked a great question, let's talk about the secret sauce for keeping the dialogue alive, responding, and relating. This is where you show the other person that you're not just listening, you're connecting. Imagine this. You ask someone, "What's your favorite hobby?" They say, "I love painting." If your response is, "Oh, cool," the conversation might fizzle. But what if you said, "That's amazing. What do you like to paint?" Or, "Wow, I've always wanted to try painting. What got you into it?" Suddenly, the conversation feels alive and exciting. The key here is to build on what the other person says. Use phrases like, "That sounds incredible. How did you get started?" "I've heard a lot about that. What's your favorite part?" "No way, me too. Tell me more." Relating to their answers makes the interaction feel natural. For example, if someone says, "I just got back from hiking," you could respond with, "That's so cool. I love hiking too. What's your favorite trail?" Even if you don't share the same experience, show curiosity. "I've never tried hiking. What's it like?" And here's a little hack. Listen for shared experiences or interests. Did they mention a place you visited or a hobby you'd like to try? Use that as a bridge to connect. For instance, "You love jazz music? I've always wanted to see a live jazz performance. Any recommendations?" Remember, the goal isn't just to ask and answer questions, it's to create a back and forth flow that feels effortless. Show enthusiasm, ask follow-ups, and don't be afraid to share a little about yourself too. A great response is like saying, "I hear you, and I want to know more." That's the kind of connection that makes conversations unforgettable. All right, we've covered the essentials, but let's quickly talk about some common pitfalls you'll want to avoid. These are the things that can turn a smooth conversation into an awkward mess, and we don't want that. First up, overly personal questions. Imagine you just met someone and you ask, "So, how much money do you make?" Or, "Why aren't you married yet?" Yikes. These questions can make the other person feel uncomfortable and like they're being pried into. Instead, stick to general topics like hobbies, interests, and experiences. Always keep it light and respectful. Another big one, talking too much about yourself. We all love sharing our stories, but conversations are a two-way street. If you're talking non-stop about your latest trip or how great your weekend was, it can feel like you're not interested in the other person at all. Balance is key. Ask questions, share a bit, but always come back to them. Remember, listening is just as important as speaking. Finally, don't interrupt. If someone's telling a story, let them finish. Jumping in too soon can make it feel like you're not paying attention. A good rule of thumb is to pause for a second after they've spoken. making sure they've finished their thought before you respond. So avoid those tricky missteps. Keep it respectful. Make sure there's a balance of talk and listen, and give people space to share their thoughts. If you do that, you're golden. And there you have it, your guide to starting and keeping an engaging conversation going in English. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. First, you mastered the perfect greeting, simple but powerful. Whether it's, "Hey, how's it going?" or "Hello, how are you?" your warm words set the stage for connection. Next, you unlocked the magic of asking open-ended questions. These invite others to share more, creating a flow that keeps the conversation alive and dynamic. Then, you learned how to use friendly body language. A smile, eye contact, and relaxed posture speak volumes, even before you say a word. And finally, we dove into responding and relating. By building on what the other person says, showing genuine interest, and sharing your own experiences, you turn a basic exchange into a meaningful connection. Remember, conversation is like a dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow, but it's always more fun when both people are in sync. So, go out there, use these tips, and start making conversations that not only help you practice your English, but also build real, lasting connections. Here's your challenge. The next time you're out with friends or meeting someone new, try to start a conversation using these tips. Notice how the conversation flows, and pay attention to how much easier it becomes the more you practice. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it with a friend, leave a review, and hit that subscribe button. We've got so many more tips coming your way, so stay tuned and get ready to level up your English skills. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep talking.